Hey, it's Eunice, and welcome to Nurture to Nature, where we allow ourselves to be nurtured so we can nurture our children, our teenagers, and our young adults. Don't forget to like, share, send in your comments and your questions. They are all welcome. We are here for them. So I'll be doing two videos on back to basics, and the one on today is called Calm Down. Take a deep breath. Calm down. Calm down, parents. As your child gets older into the preteens and the teenage years, your once cheeky and funny and witty little prince or princess suddenly may close in, withdraw, or display behaviors that are unfamiliar to you. And because those behaviors are strange to us, we don't always understand or know how to actually interpret them. And therefore, we become afraid. We wonder, what's going to happen to my child? Am I losing my child? And for many of us, that fear seeps through our parenting, and it begins to affect our behavior in a way that we begin to demand to get through to them. So then we begin to raise our voice. We shout as though that will make any difference. But no, it does not work. It makes things worse. We may begin to assert our authority and our position and demand it in a way that is even almost threatening. I'm your mother, I'm your father, I'm the one that put the food on the table, I'm the one that put the clothes on your back, and you will not speak to me like that. You think your children don't know who you are? Your child knows who you are and who put the food on the table. They need you more than ever. So please don't drive them away or push them away with your behavior and attitude. The more you demand and assert your authority and position and who you are and that all those kind of things, you become frustrated, and then you may begin to brand your child under those three letters are called DDU. My child is disrespectful, my child is disobedient, my child is ungrateful. And in your frustration, you will actually frustrate your child who needs you more than ever. Your child is at a stage where he or she is going through emotional, physical, chemical, psychological, spiritual, social changes, and they are trying to navigate and make sense of the whole thing for themselves as individuals and knowing to establish who they are as an individual. And going through all this learning process is what is going to enable them to grow to become independent adults. And your child needs you more than ever for that time. Your teenager needs you to recognize and acknowledge and support them through the process. So the last thing they actually need is you yelling at them and picking on every mistake he or she makes. You know, when you are so afraid and anxious, you transfer that onto your child. And your child becomes anxious and afraid too. I know this because that's what happened to me. That's my behavior I've described to you right there. I had a confident child, but my behavior, because of that, I ended up with a child who was anxious and had panic attacks. So you ask me, how did you do it? What do you do as a parent? And that's where you allow yourself to be nurtured so you can nurture. And I say to you, go back to basics. Go back to basics. You remember when you first had your baby and your baby in your arms, and as soon as you become anxious and worried and stressed, your baby picked up from you. Your baby became anxious and worried and stressed and will not settle. But as soon as you calm yourself and settle down in yourself, and you put your baby right to your heart, your baby also calmed down. That is the basics where I'm directing you to. Calm down as a parent of a teenager. Calm down as a parent of a preteen, so that your teenager may calm down as well. When your teenager is going through the process, the remedy is the same, but with few tweaks. You just have to calm down. You've got to calm down and be patient and consistent. And you know what? Your calmness will radiate to your child. You being calm in yourself will radiate to your child. Because if you remember, you're your child's foundation. So your calmness will radiate to your child. And whenever they allow you to actually, or you get opportunity and they allow you to actually hug them meaningfully. Hug them purposefully. Hug them in a way that speaks, I love you. Not just anyhow. Hug them. Real hug them. And you may see the difference that your calmness may make in your own life, in your teenager's life, and in your relationship. So today, go back to basics. Don't forget to like, share, bring your questions in and your comments in. And see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And always remember, love is patient, love is kind.